All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Individual Experience. Yeah, so they they send a Hasidic Jewish man and his Hasidic woman, Jewish woman on the bus to target me. All right, they just got on the bus now, doing all these hand signals, which is hilarious. That's what's getting off. We're like, okay. They're very, like I said, they'll keep using people. And why? Because people who believe the lie, who've been raised their whole life to believe a lie, and thinking that that lie is true, but it's not. Okay? Because today I was talking about, I was watching a video, and it was about, the European Jews, right? Who claim ancestral lineage to Northeast Africa. Okay, and when again, that is why they're not allowed to take DNA tests in Israel, because it will reveal the truth. See, when these people have to create a lie and then ban their citizens from finding out the truth, and what does that tell you? All right, what is this here? You got what is that? Anyway, you got lights on it. Ain't no decal on it though. Paramedics. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, right? So, and there are some European Jews that live in Israel who are even born in that land today that have taken DNA tests and found out that they are not a Semitic people, that they are Ashkenazi Jews, right? They are Eastern Europeans. Okay, like I said, I have no issue with anybody adapting or practicing a religion, but when you are given land that does not belong to you, which again is theft, and then you continue to take more land, right? Because you've committed crimes against the people of that land, and you've created an apartheid state. Okay, and then you expect those people to not fight back, right? Particularly when you are stealing their land. Okay, so I will always be a supporter of the Palestinian people, any group of people who live in an apartheid state, right? Even if you're a white person living in an apartheid state, right? Because again, that's not something that should happen, but we know human beings, and there's a certain group of people who are evil by nature, right? Not every one of them, but most of them are evil by nature. Okay, and you got to understand why. So not only do I look at their religious conversion and what they claim to believe today, but I also look at their culture, right? Because it has a lot to do with their mindset. All right, let's talk about again how these people have intermixed with each other, family members intermixed with family members. Okay, this is why they have the highest rate of genetic disorders based off of that. Again, I'm not saying that just to say it. Again, it's true. Go look at, like I said, there's studies on this stuff. Go look at the studies. Go look at the research. They have the highest group of genetic disorders based on that they intermarry within their family. Right? And again, that's their culture, right? But there are things that will happen to their offsprings, just like when I talk about the slave breeding farms and how that in the United States, after the ending of slavery, that you see an uptick in slave breeding farm, and in which within a decade, the population quadrupled of enslaved Africans, right? Why? Because they were, having male slaves, male enslaved people, Africans, breed their mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, cousins, and so forth. All right? So we're talking about the genetic breeding of black people, just like how you would breed cows and thoroughbred horses. This is what they've done to black people, and again, which is the most evil form. I mean, don't get me wrong, all slavery is evil, but this is the most insidious, evil form of slavery and what you can do to a people. All right? So again, there's a lot of things that have happened to black people, like I said, so I don't blame us for the way we behave and how we act, because I know better, right? I know how this system works. I know how they operate. I know the psychological manipulation tactics and methods. I know the technology that they've developed, right? I know the poisoning methods that they use. I know the weaponization of our bodies against ourselves and each other, right? And the fact that they have to make us believers in order to keep on dumbing us down to where that any one of us who have been sent by the ancestors to speak the truth, that the believers are going to turn against him, just like how they turn against him or her, I should say, right? Because, it's not just about males, it's about females too, black, intelligent, conscious sisters and brothers, right? And even within the other groups of population, anybody who's been sent to tell the truth will always be marginalized, criminalized, victimized, and oppressed by the state. And it will get the masses of people to engage in such behavior. Once you get their hand dirty, then, what else can you make them do, right? Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.